Hello, good morning. Welcome. Heather from Heather's Zenful Crochet here, and welcome to my weekly what I made this week video. So today we're just going to review everything that I've made for the week. You've seen a couple things, but I have made quite a few things off camera. So we're going to review those items today. I usually do this because I take my items to my booths on Saturdays. I'm not doing that today. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Hope you enjoy your weekend. But we are going to my mom's later today after my grandson's soccer game, having a cookout and a little fire and everything for Mother's Day, so we won't be going to the booths today, but I'm still going to do the everything I made this week video for you guys. So I've got this giant tote here that I am going to try and fill before my June 6th market. It's big, like, I don't even know, it's probably 4 foot long. Yeah, my husband had it in his office and didn't need it anymore and brought it in here, asked if I needed it. I'm like, sure, I can use that to put all my items in that I'm making. So yeah, we got a big one today. We got a big old tote. All right, I've got to actually, I can't even reach the other side of it. Use a hook to pull them down to this end of the container so I can reach them. Ooh. Okay, come on. Okay, that's a little better. All right, I'm just going to grab out the first things that I can reach. So, first item is, I finished making these yesterday. Yeah, so all these items I got off of my spinning wheel because I am very indecisive, as y'all know. So these do well in my booth, so I thought I would make them, see how they go in at the market. And if they don't, I'll put them in my booth. But I've got 2 orange safety cones. Every time I put these in my booth, they sell. Might take them a little bit, but they do end up selling. So I wanted to make some of these. I think they're just too cute. This is a free pattern on Instagram. And it's all no-sew. Isn't that cool? These things are so cute. The pattern that is on Instagram is made in worsted weight. So, and this is Premier Basic Chino Brights in the, I don't even know what color orange that is. Is it? I don't remember. Tangerine? Yes. And the orange tangerine color for Premier Basic Chino Brights. And then the white is also Basic Chino Brights. So I'll put all the pattern links down below. But the pattern is worsted weight. So if you make it in this yarn, it obviously turns out this big. About the size as tall as my hand. So, yeah. We made 2 safety cones. Isn't that cool? Alright, move that. And next thing I can reach is my Nessie. You guys watched me make my Nessie. I just absolutely love this one. I really do want to make some more. So stinking cute. And put down in the comments what other colors I should make Nessie. I'd like to hear what you guys think would look good for colors for Nessie. I just love the tie-dye color. That was Bernat Blanket tie-dye-ish. And the color something C. Something C. I don't remember. Something C. I know it's C because sea creature, and it was something C. Mystical C or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah. This was a paid-for pattern by Madeline Mako off of Etsy. Isn't she pretty? Okay, you guys saw that one not that long ago. All right, next ones that I'm grabbing. These are a free pattern on Instagram as well. I actually just found this pattern. I don't know. Did I just find this pattern? I don't remember if I just found it or I rediscovered it in my list of free patterns that I have hoarded on my Instagram. But anyway, it is a little Snorlax, a no-sew Snorlax, or Sleepy Bear. Isn't that just the cutest? I really like this pattern. I need to go back and see if the designer has any like other Pokemon ones like that are like this. But this was so fast and easy to make. So, like I said, it's all no-sew. These are baubles. And then you go back and surface crochet the ears on. My color changing is, as you can see, is just slightly off. So it looks like the head is turned just a smidge. But not too terrible, but yeah. 2 little Snorlaxes. Need to move that over here because I'm going to show those to you last. All right, and then this was 2 little octopus in a couple of different variegated colors. I only use the variegated colors with these kind of things. I don't know. I just feel like the variegated just isn't real realistic for a lot of things, and you lose like the detailing or whatever I'm trying to think of with the variegated. But this pattern is actually the Zombopus pattern that I used during my 100 Days of Halloween. I used that pattern because I liked how they do the legs. I hate the curly legs. I hate doing the curly cues. I do not like doing those. So these are nice short little chains, and then, you know, it's like 6 or 7 stitches back down the chain. So real quick and easy for the little tentacles on these guys. And I embroidered the eyes on these. The eyes aren't great. I tried to do like a white highlight that had the white in the middle, but it was on this one, but I pulled the ends too tight and the white disappeared into the black. I'm like, well, that was a nice waste of time. So I didn't try it again. So they just have black eyes, and I did put little mouths on them. But yeah, this is the Zombopus pattern. I don't remember who the designer is. This yarn is Bernat Baby Blanket, I think. I don't have the label for this yarn, but I know it's Bernat Blanket yarn. It might be baby yarn, but I don't remember. But it's a variegated kind of white, green, and blue. And this one, I think, is a Sweet Snuggles light yarn, maybe. That I think I got. I don't even know. I think it's a Sweet Snuggles light, or like a knockoff of Sweet Snuggles. But it's a gray, white, and green. I thought that'd be a cute color for an octo. A couple more things in here. I made 2 mini little kitties. 2 little kitty cats. One in gray, one in white. I was going to make more of these, but I kind of decided I didn't really like these. Maybe if I flattened the nose a little bit. I don't know. They look more like little mice to me. And the ears are done in the round. And the ears keep wanting to fold backwards, and they won't stay standing up. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. This is a free pattern on Instagram as well. And the tail's done in the round. I'll have to obviously put the link down below, but it is a free pattern on Instagram. I thought, so this white one is made in Parfait Plush. Really soft and cute. I did embroidered eyes on both of them as well, with pink little noses and whiskers. And then this one is in Bernat Blanket yarn in gray. I thought if I did it in blanket yarn, maybe the ears would stand up a little better. They do a little bit, but you still got to keep playing with them and poking them up. But I think the nose is too pointy, kind of looks like a mouse. The ears don't want to stand up on their own. I don't know. I just, after I made these 2, I'm like, I'm not a huge fan. So I didn't make any more. They were really quick. obviously they're small, but yeah, I don't really care for the way they turn out. Alright, and then the other two I made when I made my Loch Ness Monster in my cryptid video, our little leggy Mothman. Free pattern on Instagram as well. And then this one, I think this is called like a baby Mothman or something, but this one is a paid for pattern on Ko-Fi or Coffee. Handmade by Nicole, I believe. So I made these two in my cryptid video earlier this week with my Loch Ness Monster. These were both made in Premier Basic Chanel Brights in the black. And then 2 different size red safety eyes. Gotta have red eyes for your Mothman. And then the last thing that I made were 2 rainbow keychains. This yarn, so I originally started with Premier Basics Chanel Brights. And I'll show it to you here. But it turned out huge. Like, that is ginormous. That's the size of my hand. That is not keychain. These are almost not keychain size, but that is just way too big. So I'm like, I wonder what other smaller yarn I could use. And I forgot I had some Posh. And I looked through all my Posh and I had the right colors that I needed for the rainbow. So yeah, these are made in Big Twist Posh. They are probably a little bit big, but they are so pretty. I love the coloring. They're like a nice, almost bright neon-y looking rainbow. I just love how those colors look together. Super pretty. And then I did pretty little chain and clip for both. Matched the clip to the chain. So yeah, 2 rainbow keychains. I love these. These are so pretty. 1, it's summer. Rainbows, summer go together. And 2, my market is June 6th, and June is Pride Month. So have some rainbow stuff. It never hurts. Oh, I was going to say I'm almost done, but I'm not. The other things that I made this week, I made one of these in my Mother's Day video. So I'm going to show those to you as well because I made them this week. So these are the Swiffer pads that I made for my mom. I made this one off camera. I made this one on camera. So these are the Swiffer pads. And they're just free-handed. I didn't really use a pattern. And then the other one, I'm still working on it. I've got to finish it today because we're going to my mom's today. The other one is in this green, yellow, and white color. Isn't that just really pretty? I'm not a huge green and white, like green and yellow together, but that is just really pretty together. It's like very summery. So yeah, I've got this one. I think I'm at 10 inches for the bobbles. So I've got a couple more inches of bobbles to make, and then the other end of single crochets. Oh, and for this one, so this one, I slip stitched this side, had to fasten off, reattach, slip stitch this side, fasten off, reattach for each side. But this one, I did not do that. I slip stitched, and did it tighten it up a little bit? I think it tightened it. It did tighten it a little bit. So I'll need to maybe do single crochets on the next one. But anyway, when I ended my single crochet row, I folded it over and I slip stitched here, and then I just kind of slip stitched across one of the rows here, slip stitched this side together, and then I slip stitched down this side, fold it over, slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch. And then I continued to slip stitch across here to get to the, because my beginning yarn was over here. So I slip stitched all the way over here, fastened off, tied the 2 ends together to secure them, and then weaved in the ends. So this, like, instead of like 8 ends that I had to weave in on this one, I only had the 2 ends because I slip stitched all the way around. Yeah, like, that was so cool. Yeah, I definitely will do that again. Because there was a lot of ends to weave in on that one for having to attach and reattach. So yeah, I'm going to do the same thing with this one as well. These are all, I'm pretty sure, Lily Sugar and Cream 100% cotton yarn. So I got to finish this one up before we leave today. But I got plenty of time because I get up early. But yeah. All right, guys. That is everything that I made this week. Several small little things, which is fine. I know the smaller things sell better. So yeah, that is what I've made for this week. And these are all items that are going to be saved for my June 6th market. So I just love this little rainbow. Alrighty, guys, that is going to be it for me today. What should we put down? Oh, let's put a rainbow down in the comments if you got to see everything I made for the week. And so I know that you got this, you made it to the end. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. We are, I think, a lot of you have, well, not a lot of you, but some of you have commented that you think I should lean into the spooky vibe makes that I like making to help myself stand out in the crowds of crocheters out there. So I think I'm going to be doing that. So if that is your vibe, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're gonna be leaning into that. You know, it's gonna be kind of light through the non-spooky seasons, but they're gonna still have, you know, a little something to them, I think, whatever I make. So all right, anyway, thank you all so much for clicking in and watching today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.